Wow. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining in. Please, you can leave your comments in the chat session. Thank you very much. We are really delighted to have you join us on this webinar. While we await other attendees to join in, I just want to appreciate you and welcome you to this webinar. It promises to be a great time. Don't worry, we promise to make it very short so you don't waste your data, because you understand what's going on right now, and it's going to be really beneficial to us. So I implore you, please just do as you are told. Everybody is mute, so you can't actually speak, but you can leave your comments in the chat section. Then if you check your screen towards the right-hand side up, you see a Q&A logo, which means question and answer. If you have any question, just click it and leave your question there. But if you have anything that is not a question, maybe you want to make a comment, you want to express how grateful you are for this webinar and all that, we too want to hear from you. You want to tell us how delighted you are right now. We also want to hear that, but please leave that in the chat section. Use the Q&A for only question and answers, because we really, your questions matter to us and we really want to answer them. So leave all your comments in the chat section while your questions will be in the Q&A section, okay? So we are waiting for more attendees to join. Currently we are on 103, and I'm delighted to let you know we are going to 500 and more. So let's just hold on. While you wait, there's this wonderful video I would like to share with you all while you wait. So please hold on, don't touch it.
Lagos State, Nigeria, is one of the fastest growing cities in the world today. The city's educational system, like that of the entire country, is struggling to keep pace with the burgeoning population. Over 18,000 private schools have opened to fill this void. Over the last decade, the global number of out-of-school children has continued to decline. But while the world is making a remarkable decrease, 1 in every 5 of the world's out-of-school children is in Nigeria. The government has come up with various initiatives to tackle these challenges. Similarly, school leaders, education boards, government agencies, and private sector organizations are also committed to solving this issue. In addition to the various efforts being carried out by key stakeholders, EdFin Microfinance Bank is deliberately making efforts to make an impact in the education sector to enable education for the future. About 13.2 million of the country's children aged 5 to 14 are out of school. The education sector in Nigeria is besetted with major challenges such as poor infrastructure, paucity of quality teachers, limited teaching aids, insufficient libraries, laboratories, and computers. These problems continue due to a lack of appropriate funding, despite the efforts of the private sector. The continuous rise of Nigerians schooling abroad shows there is more room for improvement. We need to start enabling education for the future by increasing access to finance so that there is increased investment in education to increase access and quality of education for the growing population. Nigeria's youth illiteracy has increased from 5.19 million in 1991 to 9.43 million in 2015, growing at an average annual rate of 24.32%.
EdFin Microfinance Bank provides financial services to the education ecosystem. We say that we provide financial services in such a way that it enables the realization of human potential. In EdFin, we believe that if we provide educational support, which is what we call our value-added services, together with financial services, that would lead to improved learning outcomes in schools. Schools will grow faster. They're going to recruit more people. They're going to provide better learning opportunities and open the minds of our young generation so that they truly can make this country great as we expect.
As part of the solution to provide adequate funding, the first specialized education microfinance bank is here. EdFin Microfinance Bank, enabling education for the future.
Thank you, Chika, for that. That's a wonderful video. Okay, so we are now 1:23 and we are still going. I really don't want us to start. I want us to at least have 50% of the attendees join us before we start. So we are still going to do the video again. Please bear with us. I just want, a lot of people are still struggling with the connection and all that, so with the technology. So please, let's just give them 5 more minutes, okay? So this video will run again for the next 5 minutes so that we can give more attendees time to join in. Please bear with me, okay? Thank you.
Lagos State, Nigeria is one of the fastest growing cities in the world today. The city's educational system, like that of the entire country, is struggling to keep pace with the burgeoning population. Over 18,000 private schools have opened to fill this void. Over the last decade, the global number of out-of-school children has continued to decline. But while the world is making a remarkable decrease, 1 in every 5 of the world's out-of-school children is in Nigeria. The government has come up with various initiatives to tackle these challenges. Similarly, school leaders, education boards, government agencies, and private sector organizations are also committed to solving this issue. In addition to the various efforts being carried out by key stakeholders, EdFin Microfinance Bank is deliberately making efforts to make an impact in the education sector to enable education for the future. About 13.2 million of the country's children aged 5 to 14 are out of school. The education sector in Nigeria is besetted with major challenges such as poor infrastructure, paucity of quality teachers, limited teaching aids, insufficient libraries, laboratories, and computers. These problems continue due to a lack of appropriate funding, despite the efforts of the private sector. The continuous rise of Nigerians schooling abroad shows there is more room for improvement. We need to start enabling education for the future by increasing access to finance so that there is increased investment in education to increase access and quality of education for the growing population. Nigeria's youth illiteracy has increased from 5.19 million in 1991 to 9.43 million in 2015, growing at an average annual rate of 24.32%.
Every microfinance bank provides financial services to the education ecosystem. We say that we provide financial services in such a way that it enables the realization of human potential. In EdFin, we believe that if we provide educational support, which is what we call our value-added services, together with financial services, that would lead to improved learning outcomes in schools. Schools will grow faster. They're going to recruit more people. They're going to provide better learning opportunities and open the minds of our young generation so that they truly can make this country great as we expect.
As part of the solution to provide adequate funding, the first specialized education microfinance bank is here. EdFin Microfinance Bank, enabling education for the future.
Thank you very much. If you are just joining us, thank you very much for joining. We are really, really happy to have you here at this webinar. And I need to let you know that you can put all your comments in the chat section below. However, if you have any question, the right-hand side of your screen, you will see a Q&A. Just click it and leave your questions there, and your questions will be answered in due time. But I know that apart from questions, you might want to make a comment or share how delighted you are about what is going on right now and how happy you are. We want to hear that, want to hear from you. So you can leave that at the chat section. But the Q&A should only be used for question and answer. Thank you very much. All right, so we have to begin now because we really don't want to waste your airtime and your precious time. We know your time is very precious to you. So to take us further into this, we are going to be hearing from our MD. So please welcome with me, Mrs. Bumi Lawson, as she takes us into this webinar proper. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm really glad to be here. And I'm really happy at the interest that has been shown by all our schools to actually learn more about the NIRSAL loan. I wanted to just start off by explaining what we are doing today. So the first thing is that this is not an EdFin initiative. That is the loan itself. We are here to tell you how to apply for the NIRSAL CBN intervention fund so that the education sector can also benefit from that loan. We believe that if more of our schools have access to that loan, then the survival of those schools would be assured, because the loan is actually supposed to mitigate the impact of the COVID-19 lockdown. And as you all know, schools were one of the very first organizations to be shut down, both public and private. And for private, we have two missions, two core missions. We have other missions, but two core missions. Number one is to actually provide learning to our children so that they can actually learn and become valuable citizens of the country. The second is that even a school is a business. We have to run the school. We have to pay teacher salaries. We have to pay our rent and so on and so forth. And the fact that it is locked down means that we are unable to do that. So the intervention fund is to address the impact that that lockdown would have had on businesses. And while government highlighted some sectors like healthcare, manufacturing, agriculture as priority, we actually believe that education should have been added as one of those priority sectors. But regardless of that, we need to apply. So we felt that we should have this webinar to take everyone through the process of application to ensure that if we apply properly, then you have a higher chance of your loan getting approved. Kindly note that this webinar or EdFin's involvement does not guarantee 100% you will get the loan. The decision for loans is strictly by NIRSAL, not by EdFin. What EdFin believes we can do is for our current clients who have taken loans from us and they have repaid, we would write you a guarantee letter to say we are guaranteeing the loan you are applying for with NIRSAL. We hope that that would improve your chances of getting the loan, but that is not a guarantee. Please note also that what we are guaranteeing is only open to EdFin clients that are paying well, that have repaid their loans that have been outstanding before the lockdown. After the lockdown, some of the things that EdFin had done was to reschedule all loan payments due in the month of April, May, June, July, back 5 months. So we've given a 5 months moratorium so that you start repaying your loan in September. Of course, interest is applicable, but if you pay before the 5 months, we can waive and give you discounts on those interests. So we believe that with that concession, that our schools will be able to survive. So in the 5 months before then, let us get the NIRSAL loan, start running online or remote schools, remote learning schools. And I use the word remote because it's not only through the internet. We could also use radio, TV, telephones, WhatsApp, as a lot of you have been doing. So thank you very much for this opportunity. I want to just highlight some things that we should know that this webinar is free. We are not charging anyone. It is not allowed by NIRSAL for anyone to be charged, so it's free. EdFin does not guarantee that your application will be successful, but we believe that if you fill your form properly, you add all the proper documents, you will stand a better chance. So that's why we're having this EdFin. So we're going to take you through the process, the links to the website, what to write in each of the boxes so that your application actually gets a better chance. And of course, as I said, for our own clients, as EdFin clients, we will provide you a letter of guarantee. So EdFin will stand as guarantor to its clients who have 0 default days as at 31st March. Some people have been worried that, oh, my loan was due in April or May, I have not paid. For all of those, we've moved the date to September. So it means that if you pay in September, you're not in default. So that we will still be able to provide you with this guarantee. So on that note, thank you very much. As you know, EdFin is always committed to the education sector because we believe that if we provide financial services and value-added services just as we are doing today, the education sector would realize its vision and we will be able to realize human potential in Nigeria. Thank you very much. Over to you, Dio.
Thank you very much, Ma. And for those that have just joining us, thank you very much for joining. We are really excited to have you here with us. I can see people joining even from Ogun State. Wow, thank you very much for joining. This is Hedfin Microfinance Bank, the first specialized microfinance bank focused only on the education sector. We want to create an enabling environment for our schools, especially the low to middle income schools, for them to be able to compete and improve education, especially for the younger generation. Okay, thank you very much for joining this webinar. This webinar is to assist you on how to access the COVID-19 fund being disbursed through NIRSAL MFB. Okay, all right, so I'm going to take you through, I'm going to share my screen now so that you can see how you can benefit from it. All right, so today I'll just briefly share about the categories of the loan and the ones that I feel will be right fit for us. Okay, so that's what I'm going to tell. First of all, I need you to know that this is a CBN sponsored package. It's stimulus package to support both the micro SME, the medium SMEs, and household, because those that have been affected by this pandemic. Okay, so it's a 50 billion and it's targeted as a credit facility to help cushion the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic on various households. Okay, now they made it into three categories based on the loan amount. So you've got the household, the micro enterprise, and the SME. So the household is targeted at household, not businesses, while the micro enterprises are actually targeted at low and middle businesses, micro businesses, while the SMEs actually is for the big businesses or the small and the big businesses. So there are different categories which actually determine the kind of documentation is required, the kind of collateral you need, and the loan amount you can access under all these categories. So first of all, we're going to be looking at the household credit facility. Now, the household, like I said, it is to alleviate to cushion the effect of COVID-19 pandemic on livelihood Then the target market is actually everybody that has been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. But the people who are eligible or who would be eligible to get this will be people who have agreed to allow NIRSAL access their financial record, and they can provide either evidence of opportunity or adverse impact. So evidence of opportunity means, okay, because of this COVID-19 pandemic, I have seen an opportunity where I can make money, where I can improve value, where I can do better in life. I've identified this opportunity, so I need fund for this opportunity. Or affected by this COVID-19 pandemic, this is the way my livelihood has been affected. So there has to be evidence of either opportunity cost or adverse impact as a result of COVID-19. Then you have to agree that you allow NIRSAL Microfinance Bank access your financial record. That's just the eligibility criteria. Now, the documentation required. The documentation required is loan application letter, application form, guarantors form, your BVN, your current utility bill, and these are this all right. I hope you can all see my screen. Can you hear me?
Hello, Dio. You could put
Can
it
you
as
hear me?
a slideshow so that it fills the screen. Use slideshow,
Okay.
and I believe they can hear you because questions are coming in.
Oh, all right.
Go on, Dio. If you don't know what to do, just go on.
Yes, so it's blocking the slideshow.
Okay, go on. Go on.
Okay. All right, so under the household loan, we still have 3 categories. We have 3 categories under the household loan. Remember, I said initially there are 3 types of loan. We have the household loan, the mini enterprise, and also the SME. Now, under the household loan, we still have 3 categories under based on the loan amount and the requirements. So we have the mini micro. Now, this one's the maximum amount is 500,000 naira, and all they need is a guarantor, application form, definitely guarantor, and utility bill. Now you have the micro, which is between 500,000 to 1.5 million. Here you need to have collateral, especially a collateral that has a serial number, which will form at least 70% of the loan amount. Then, of course, one acceptable guarantor and utility bill. So we now have the micro plus, which is between 1.5 million to 3 million. Of course, you need to have a movable asset too as collateral, and you need a comprehensive insurance on the asset, then a guarantor and utility bill. Okay, that's all about the household loan. Now we have the mini SME loan. This is the mini enterprise credit facility. So it's targeted at businesses. This one is no longer household. This is for businesses. Okay, a credit-worthy business with good track record who meet the acceptable cash flow requirements and who they can actually demonstrate how it has affected, how COVID-19 pandemic has affected their businesses. Okay, so for you to be eligible for this loan, the bank will have, they assess your capacity through your business history. That's your bank statement. They're going to look at the turnover in the bank statement, and according to them, they say that won't be the only tool that will be used to determine the customer's eligibility. They will review a lot of things that will help them to make the right decisions, okay? Then you also need to give them permission to assess your credit record, which means they are not going to just assess your bank statement, they are also going to assess your credit history, okay? Then here now they say you have to show justifiable, you have to be able to justify the level of sale proceed that is in your turnover, because they know that you can have a huge turnover and you don't even have any record or ledger or anything to show that you are making that sale. The money could have actually come from anywhere else. So all this they are doing to ensure that they do the right things to determine your capability to take the loan. And of course, they say you will have evidence of the opportunity cost or the adverse impact as a result of COVID-19. I explained that earlier, what evidence of opportunity cost means, or evidence of adverse impact as a result of COVID-19. Now, under this mini SME credit, the maximum loan amount is 10 million. Okay, now these are the terms and conditions. You have to have a movable collateral that they will register under the NCR, that's the National Collateral Registry. And you have to sign a power of attorney agreement that you are giving NIRSAL right over those assets. In the case of default, they can actually liquidate the assets, okay? And there has to be an insurance cover, comprehensive insurance cover on the collateral. Then you must be able to provide them a supplier that has had business with you for a minimum of 6 months, okay? The document they require actually application, guarantors form, valid means of ID, and of course your current utility bill, your passport size photograph and BVN. Maximum tenure 36 months, but they give a moratorium period of 12 months. The interest rate is actually 5% per annum, but that is just between now and February. After February 2021, it will now be 9% per annum, which means for the first 1 year, the loan will be 5% per annum, but subsequently, it will become 9% per annum, okay? And the loan will be on installment basis. And your collateral has to be any movable asset that has a serial number. So they can use the serial number to register it on the collateral registry. And it must worth 70% of the loan amount, then it must have a comprehensive insurance cover, making NIRSAL Microfinance Bank first loss payee. Of course, you need a personal guarantee of your business promoter, and you need to sign agreement that you will domicile your proceeds with NIRSAL Microfinance Bank. Of course, this loan is between 3 million to 10 million, like I've said earlier. Okay, now, how do we apply, which is the main reason for this? First of all, the website to go to is NMFB, www.nmfb.com.ng. I believe on the Edfin School Club, they will share it, and maybe in the question and A, you see the link. You can also click so you can see what I'm saying right now, and you can also fill the form as you go. You need to complete the and submit. You need to complete the form online. It can only be online. Then you need to upload required document. There are some documents we will explain to you now. So if you have a pen and a paper, please have it handy so you can note down what exactly you need to do. Because the truth is this, as a bank, we have tried to intervene on your behalf. They said, no, you have to come individually to apply for this loan. But to ensure that you get this loan, that's why Edfin is going through all this trouble, because we know that we are not the one approving the loan. But we want you to have a killer resume so that when they get it, they will have no choice but to approve your loan application, okay? That's why it's very important you listen, and you listen well, and you ask questions. Your questions will be attended to, okay? So the document that you need to upload, we will let you know. So now this is what a sample form looks like. This is household. We believe that most of our school category will fall under the household, because that's between 500, between 1,000 to 3 million. Wisdom will tell you that this is not the period why you'll be taking unnecessary risk. Take the loan that you need. Don't take unnecessary risk. This is not the time to remember that you have one landed property anywhere you want to develop. No, take minimum that you can afford and you can pay back without hassle and without stress, okay? So take loan that will help you to put things in place that you can use to be generating income even now. Take loan that you can use to set up an online learning facility so that you can provide service to your parents and they can be paying you even right now before the school resumes, okay? So we believe that if you are able to access fund, it will open you up to opportunity to also get fund, okay? So we just don't see the reason why you are taking 10 million, but then if that is what you need, nothing is stopping it. So we feel that most of us fall under the household category, which is between 1,000 naira to, of course, 3 million naira. So this is what the form looks like. So the first thing you see, you note that everywhere you see the asterisk sign, it is required and you have to fill it. So the first thing you see is, you say you should select how the pandemic COVID-19 directly or indirectly affect your household. Remember, this is your household. So is it that your cash flow has dropped, or your sales, you have challenges with your sales, or you have lost your employment or source of income? Have you lost an ongoing contract? Are you unable to meet key demand for products? Increase in price of major production input due to supply chain challenges and things like that. So then you have others too. Here, you can choose others and explain that as a school, your source of income has been a little affected. But at the end of the day, you have also seen an opportunity, because if you have an online school, you will make money right now. There are people making money, cool money right now, while everybody is at home complaining they are broke. It's just about taking hold of the opportunity that is available. So I feel that if we choose others and explain that our source of income has been affected, however, it has opened up another opportunity for us to make money in another way, this will make sense. Number 2 question, is this your first time request? Of course, yes. But if you have applied before, please choose no. Okay? If this is your first time, put it there. Then your personal information, of course, name. Please follow the order. Kindly listen well. Follow the order. I know why I'm saying this. Surname, first name, another name. Don't carry the other way around so that you won't be having issue. I will not be there to sort out papers. Okay? So follow it the way they put it there. Surname, first name, another name. Your home address, please write, type it there. Then you have your telephone number. Of course, if you have other numbers, kindly put it there so that in case they try to contact you on the first one and network is misbehaving, they can contact you on the second one. So date of birth, state of origin, email address, marital status, your BVN, then your microfinance bank, select Ikeja. That's the, I don't know if they have another one in Lagos, but that's a little close to almost everybody. Do you have an account with NIRSAL Microfinance Bank? Please don't be shy to tell them no, because definitely the federal government is only using NIRSAL Microfinance Bank to disburse this loan. This is not a NIRSAL Microfinance loan. It is a federal government loan, okay? All right, now this is about your business, okay? So are you employed? No. Are you a business owner? Yes, because you run a school and your school is your business. So what is the name of your business? Something, 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 nursery and primary school. Your school telephone number, school address. Then you have your business sector. Under the business sector, choose others, then type education. Choose others, then type education. Then when they ask you to describe your business, you need to let them know, is it a primary school? Is it a secondary school? Is it a computer center? Is it, you need to let them know. Then your monthly income, it must be in a number. Put your monthly income there. Remember that you make your money timely. If you divide it by 4, it is your monthly income, okay? So you are to send your bank statement to this email address. Please ensure the document is saved in your name. For those of us that our bank statement and our names are not the same, please ensure you first of all save the document. When you get the bank statement or you upload it on the system, save it with your name before you send it so that they can link into the name that you used to apply. And please, don't apply with Mrs. Shola Adeshola. Then when you are sending it, you save it with Mrs. Adeshola Adewale. It's not going to work. Ensure you save it with the name that you used to apply. Remember, there are going to be a lot of people sending it. So if you do not follow the process, your document might get missing along the way. So ensure that you save it with the name with which you used to apply initially, okay? So number of dependents in the household, you put that there. Then the collateral and required document for the household. So you choose the category of loan that you want. Is it the mini micro? Is it the micro? Is it the micro plus? You choose the one you want. Then it depends on the one you choose. That's where you see the collateral type, because if it's a micro loan, you don't really need collateral. But a mini micro, rather, you don't need collateral. But for the micro loan, you need collateral. Now, the evidence of your collateral, you know, they said they only use collateral with serial number. So, which means they can use car, they can use your generators that have serial number and receipt. They can use machines, equipment that you have that have serial number and machine serial numbers and receipts. These documents you will not put together. Ma, you want to say something?
Computers and laptops as well. Yes, I just wanted to add that computers and laptops also have serial number.
Have serial number. So there are receipts of purchase, your vehicle particulars, your receipt of purchase of generator. Those are the things that you are going to send to this email address here, this tcfcollateral@nmfb.com.ng. So remember, save the document with the name you used to apply so that your document will not get missing, okay? Now, eligibility for the facility shall be assessed using the combination or the required document below, because you still need to send more documents. So, letter of employment or referenced household member, which means somebody can actually write a reference letter for you, okay? Now, for us, because we are a school owner, we do not have letter of employment, but I believe that we can get references, okay? The bank has volunteered to give us a guarantee. If you are an helping school and you are paying your loan as at when due, we have offered to give you a guarantee letter. I'll still go to how you will assess that too. So that's also a form of reference, but then you can even have maybe one of your PTA member or so can also write you a reference, okay? So that will form part of the document you are going to upload. You are going to upload your school approval status. So if you are done business school registration, you attach it here. Your cash register, you need to attach it here. if you have computerized record of your school activity for the past, for a pre-COVID-19 period, please upload it. Like I said, you are now your own lawyer. You want to go before the judge to prove why you should be eligible for the loan. So please select document that you know can prove that you are eligible for the loan, then you upload, okay? All right, then you click next. Okay, so it will take you to number 31. What do you want to use the loan to do? To cover an unexpected expense, to start a business due to loss of job, to pay rent, to purchase new equipment for production. All these are, you can choose any one of them. If you are going to set up an online school, definitely you're going to be purchasing equipment. So you can choose to purchase equipment because you're going to purchase laptops and data and equip your teachers so that they can continue the lesson online. If it's to pay teacher salary, to pay rent, please choose what you want to use. And if it's not among the list, just click others and you explain. Loan amount, how much is the loan you are requesting for? Please put it there. The proposed tenure, how many months do you want to use to repay the loan? And the proposed moratorium period, which is maximum of 1 year, or you can choose. Now, the proposed tenure is a month. So please write number of months there. Don't write 2 years. There's nothing like 2 years. It's a month. Your proposed moratorium too is a month. So don't write 1 year. It's a month. Write it a month, okay? If you have an existing loan, please don't say no because there's likelihood that they will check CRC. So please don't say no. Just say yes if you have an outstanding loan because they might check CRC and they might see. When you click submit, this is what you will see. Thank you. Your application has been submitted successfully. The team will contact you in 72 hours. Congratulations. And that's for household loan. Okay? All right. So I'll quickly go into the mini SME before we go into questions. Okay? Now, for people who have the mini SME, they are going to be treating the business separately from the owner. That's why you see promoter, then you see business. Okay? So first of all, as usual, you select why you feel COVID-19 affected you, put it there. If it's not there, put others. Then you can make comments. If it's your first time, please put it there. Then we have the promoter's name, or your own personal information, you put it there. Of course, then you have a business information. What's your business name, address, location, the description, the sector, which is education, e-commerce. Because actually we are going online. So then you have your company product and services. What do you do? Number of employee. When you get to number of employee, please put your total number of teachers, non-teaching staff, even security and everything. Because the fact that you are actually creating opportunity for people to earn income will also give you a good chance. Imagine if they know that by just giving you a loan of 2 million, you can set up an online school and you can pay salary of maybe 15 people out of it. I think it means you are contributing a lot to improving the economy post-COVID-19. So I think that will give you a better chance. So please put the number of employees that you have, not only your teachers, both your non-teaching staff too, including security, put the number there. Your CAC registration number, put it there. If it's only a business name, most of them do have RC or BN number, you can leave it there. But if you have, please ensure you put it there. Now, for those who have a limited company, you have shareholder structure. Please check your CAC document. You see the shareholder structure. So you can enter it here. What's your shareholder structure? You that you're applying for the loan, what percentage of share do you own? You see your length of operation. So you must put it there. How long have you been operating, especially with the registered business? Okay. So you are one of the directors, then one more director, the director's name, phone number, BVN, email, and all that. So if you also want to add additional director too, you can still add, but you being a director and one more director, I think that should be sufficient. But if you still have more directors, you can add. So you select your preferred NIRSAL microfinance bank branch. Remember, Ikeja is closest to almost every one of us. Okay, do you have an account with NIRSAL? Feel free to tell them you do not have an account. Now they want to know your revenue information. What is your previous month operating expenses? We all know our expenses. After all, for those who have accessed loan with EdFin, we all know how to do this. You put your teachers, number of teachers, the salary they earn, what you spend on diesel and every other expense that you have, you put it there. What is your previous monthly goals? Remember, despite the fact that your income is entirely, if you divide it by 4, that is for a month, okay? So your sales revenue actually means when you deduct expenses from the profit, you get the revenue. Then you remove operating expenses, okay? For us, our monthly gross, our previous monthly gross and current average monthly gross is saying that, okay, last term, how much did you make? But on an average, how much do you normally make? So for example, probably last time was first term. We don't really make much in first term, but if we look at a session and we divide a session, we actually make more because third term is actually our peak period where we make a lot of money. So, but last term might just be a time where we make little money. That's why they gave room for you to put your previous month, then average monthly. So this is also in months, not term. Months. Remember, you have to divide term by 4 to get for 1 month, okay? All right, so you put your monthly expenses to there, then your average monthly gross profits for 2020. So current, before the COVID-19 actually, what was your gross profit? How much have you actually made this year? If you remove all the expenses you have incurred this year, what is the balance? So you put it there. You send your bank statement. Then you have to list top 5 customers, name and location. For us, our customers are our parents. Please, don't put name and location or contact detail of parents that you know already have an issue with the school. Please put names and contact detail of parents that you know are in line with what the school is doing. Of course, we all know our favorite parents who will do anything for the school, okay? These are three major suppliers. For those of us that have a bookshop that are supplying us, printers that are printing, tailor that are making our uniform and things like that, those are our suppliers. So we do have suppliers. Then loan type, mini SME is the loan type actually, except of course you want to go for SME above 10 million, okay? Now the collateral type, if you choose SME, then your collateral type will be different. But because it's mini SME, it's of course any collateral that has a serial number that they can register in collateral registry that will cover at least 70% of the loan amount, and you have to insure it, comprehensive insurance, okay? Then of course you need a guarantor and a letter stating that you are going to domicile your proceed with them, okay? Then you have to send all evidence of collateral to the email attached and every other evidence of your business to the email attached in number 41. Remember, 39 is for collateral document, 41 is for supporting document. Every other document you need to support the fact that you are eligible to get this loan, please save everything in your name, okay? And send it to the email address, okay? Choose your purpose of loan. Then of course, if you still want working capital with the loan, still choose it and fill the amount you want there, loan amount, proposed tenure, and of course, moratorium. Like I've explained, if they say in months, remember, put months there. If you have an existing loan, put it there. They want to have the information of your existing loan. So what type of loan do you have? Which institution funded you? EdFin. Existing loan amount. How much is the existing loan amount? Not the loan amount you took. Existing loan amount means you took a loan of 2 million, you have repaid 1 million, it remains 1 million. So existing loan amount is now 1 million, okay? Then the tenure, you put it there. Maturity dates of the existing loan. When are you going to repay fully the existing loan? Then, oh, sorry, existing loan amount is the loan amount you took, which is the 2 million. But in 55, that is where you put the outstanding balance. Let me explain again. Existing loan amount, if you took a loan of, let's say, 2 million naira in EdFin, you put it in 52. That is the loan amount. However, because you have repaid about 1 million out of it, the outstanding balance is 1 million. In 55, you put 1 million there. I hope you understand. Don't worry, your relationship officers have gone through this training and they can actually assist you in filling this form. So feel very free to contact your relationship officer. They are well equipped to assist you in filling this form, okay? And remember, this is at no cost whatsoever. The bank is doing this just to help the education sector and ensure that the education sector also benefit from this, okay? So how did you hear about them? Feel free to let them know it's Edwin. Feel free. Then of course, your declaration, you need to declare that everything you submitted is true. So you click submit and of course you get a thank you. Your application has been completed, okay? I don't know if I should take questions now or take you to what you need to do to be eligible for EdFin guarantee. Ma, I think you should decide.
Okay, thank you very much, Dio. Thank you very much. The questions have been coming in the Q&A session. We've been responding to some of them.
Okay.
So yes, if you have more questions, please type them in the question and answer session. Some of your questions may have been answered above, so please read through the question and answer so that you can also have answers to the question. But if you have new questions or need further clarification, please type them in the question and answer session. So to talk about EdFin's guarantee, first of all, for you to qualify for an EdFin guarantee letter, please note that in the form they ask for who is your guarantor. You will put EdFin Microfinance Bank there. If you are a current client of EdFin, schools or individuals who are not current clients of EdFin, please note you can apply. Even this session, we're going to put it widely so that anybody can go through, learn how to fill the form and so on and so forth. It is open to everybody in Nigeria. It is not only open to EdFin clients, but EdFin's letter of guarantee, so like the collateral that they are asking for, we will give it to only EdFin clients. And the reason is that that's the only people we know their behavior when it comes to credit. So we will check through, when you apply, there's a standard form that your relationship officer will send to you. In your application, you should ask for, you've applied for the NIRSAL loan for a certain amount. You should indicate the amount. Note that we will not guarantee any amount that is higher than the existing loan amount in EdFin. Even that, we actually typically take a percentage. So for a few people, we may look at the total loan they currently have with EdFin. Or maybe during the assessment, we had assessed that you had higher capacity than the loan. So some people may have capacity to actually take a 10 million naira loan, but we only give them 1 million. But we would have written it in our loan process. So you are able to apply for the guarantee. So talk to your relationship officer. Dio, please display the contacts for EdFin. So you can also send an email to that if you are unable to reach your relationship officer. You can also go to our website. Dio will display the contact that has the website address as well. It's www.edfinmfb.com. Then look for COVID response. When you click on it, you will see some of the information and the contact details of who you should reach. So some of you are asking for phone numbers of the relationship officer. You should already have that. We are asking, after this session, our relationship officers are going to call all their own schools within their own portfolio to follow up if you want to apply, so that they can guide you and handhold you through this application process. So going back to the guarantee, you write to your relationship officer. We will then look at your behavior for the EdFin loan. Had you always been repaying on time? Are you owing us? And so on and so forth. For those who are not owing, which we are very happy to report that there are 95% of you who have repaid your loan on time, you would then write a letter saying, we are guaranteeing this client. He's taking the previous loan. He's always had good behavior. If there's any default on his loan, EdFin guarantees the loan. So please, we hope that you will extend the same behavior of how you have been repaying the EdFin loan to repaying the NIRSAL loan when it is done. So that is what we will do with the guarantee. In your guarantee form, we would also ask you, when you're applying, we will ask you to commit to, I'm going to repay the NIRSAL loan as well as the EdFin loan. Some people may be asking, why is EdFin doing this? It's because we know that for you to survive even the 5 months that grace that we have given, you need to start generating income now. And if government is giving an intervention fund at a low interest rate, it will ensure that more of our schools survive so that we too have clients. Because if our schools don't survive, EdFin too does not have clients. So we are particularly concerned about the survival of our schools. So the guarantee too, we are giving it to our clients for free. We are not asking for any money. There's no payment for that guarantee. It is because you are an EdFin client. And we hope that you too would reciprocate our support to ensure that you continue with good behavior. You repay the NIRSAL loan once you get it, as well as your EdFin loan. Okay, so we will go through question and answer for the next few minutes. So you have, I've noticed a lot of questions. Some people ask, what is the relationship between NIRSAL and EdFin? Apart from the fact that we are both microfinance banks, there's no relationship. They did not ask us to do this or anything. It's just that we know that it will help our clients and we are doing it to help them. Okay, so then the percentage interest rate for the household, Dayo had said it during the question, during her presentation, is 5% in the first year up to February 2021. Then after that, it is 9%. And all those interest rates are per annum, not per month, it's per annum. So then we also had some questions around whether EdFin serves schools that are not in Lagos State. We currently only serve schools in Lagos State. Our license only allows us to serve schools in Lagos State, but anybody all over Nigeria can apply for the NIRSAL loan. You don't have to be in Lagos State. Some people are asking if new schools can apply. Yes, you can apply for the NIRSAL loan. For EdFin, you must have been in operation for at least 1 year. That is 3 full terms, collected school fees for 3 school terms before we are able to give you a loan. But for NIRSAL, there's no condition about startup or so on. Someone asked, what about schools with existing loans, with commercial loans that are performing, where you can either talk to your bank, it doesn't stop you from applying, you can apply. But hope when they check the credit registry bureau, they will find out your performance if you have been doing well in that regard. So I think largely, yes, the training audio or a video will be posted both on our YouTube channel and a website link that we will send, so that if people who had registered were unable to actually sign up for this event, they can watch that video and go through the process. So it will be sent to the YouTube. The reason is we will explore whether we can send it to WhatsApp, or it may be too heavy. That's why we may not be able to send it, but we will send the link of how to get to the YouTube to WhatsApp. It may be too heavy to send to WhatsApp. Now, someone asked the question that the Commissioner of Education, Lagos State, stated no one should collect money from parents for any e-learning. That is not true. What she said was that it is not third term. So it is like what you are offering is continuous education before third term begins. And of course, you are allowed to charge for that. She encouraged schools to negotiate with parents so that they can agree a fee. So you are allowed to charge fees. And in fact, there are some schools that have already charged it. It's just that you cannot call it third term. Okay? So I don't know, Dio, if there are any other questions you want to answer that I've not covered.
All right. Some people kept asking that if you are not in school, someone said a content creator who works in the education space who is not in school, can you apply? Of course you can apply. That's why it's called household loan. You can apply for the loan. Someone also said, if I take a loan of 10 million, what's the maximum tenure? It's 3 years. The maximum tenure is 3 years, moratorium 1 year. Maximum tenure is 3 years, but like MD rightly said, the first year is 5% per annum interest rate, while the remaining 2 years is 9% per annum interest rate, okay? Somebody is asking school in Ogijo area if they can apply. Of course, I think it's for the whole Nigeria, to the best of my knowledge. So schools in Ogijo, I believe that's because that area is Ogun State, right? Ogun State can apply for the federal government loan in NIRSAL. It's different from EdFin. EdFin jurisdiction is only Lagos State. We cannot give you loan in Ogun State, but you can access this loan, okay? The guarantee we are giving is for only schools that have accessed loan with us, that we already have their financial record, we have already a relationship with them. We can put our reputation as a bank in line for them. Those are the ones we are giving our guarantee, okay? So I think from this chat, that's all the questions I've seen so far.
Yeah. So please display the website of NIRSAL, how they can click on the link. Okay. So share your slides again so that they can click to get the information for the website and how they can apply. So
before you continue, I saw a question here that I really want to attend to. Someone said they are asking for collateral registry, insurance and all, and this is already too much to deal with. No, they are not asking you to go and register with collateral registry. No, not at all. They are saying that you should provide a collateral that has a serial number so that they can register you with collateral registry, not that you should go and do that. And the insurance they're asking for is comprehensive insurance on the pledged asset. So I don't think this is too much, okay? That's to answer that question. Then of course.
Yeah, in addition, there are some size of loan that does not require collateral. So if you do household, you may not need movable if your loan amount is lower, I think than 1 million, I think, or 500,000, so you don't need collateral. So, but if it's above that, of course you need a movable collateral. If you are an EdFin client, please talk to your relationship officer. They can assist you with the kinds of collateral that are applicable. Okay. So the link for the
for you to apply for your online application, please, it is nmfb.com.ng. nmfb.com.ng. You already see COVID-19 support, just click it and it will take you to where you choose which one you want. Is it the household, mini SME, or SME? If you choose household, it will give you the form to fill under household, okay? Then you fill the form. You see the form that I've just displayed there, and you fill it just the way we have discussed, okay? So this will also be on the chart so that you can see it. Then, okay.
Okay, some of the questions are for people who have already actually applied. Number one, they are asking, can they get the EdFin guarantee? Yes. If you have already applied, just let us know. We can give you the letter, then you upload it to the email they said should be sent. Dayo, please display the email address. So you can actually still go over, you can actually still upload the information to them, but make sure that the name that you use on that email is the same as the name when you did the application. Okay.
Yes.
So so that is that. We've answered the issue of interest rates. Then they said terms of repayment, I believe it is monthly. They have
Monthly.
not indicated clearly, but I don't think they
It's
offer
monthly.
termly like we do in
No,
EdFin.
they
It's
don't offer.
monthly. Okay.
It's monthly.
So it is monthly. It's monthly repayment. Someone is asking, can I open a form with an account with EdFin? Yes, please send us an email to contact us at edfinmfb.com, and we will send you the forms for applying to open an account. So
Yes.
then someone is asking about when will the repayment of NIRSAL loan start? It depends on the moratorium you ask for. So if you've asked for a moratorium, yes. Some people are asking if schools that don't have final approval can apply. Yes, especially household. It is,
Household.
micro businesses, they understand that they are informal. They may not have the full registration. Please do. You will see that there's nowhere on the form that they ask for a CAC or school approval and so on.
For the
And then,
household. Yes.
yeah, someone is asking about the duration of the loan. Dio, could you answer that?
3 years. The duration of the loan is 3 years.
Maximum of 3 years. You
Maximum of
can, if
3
you choose,
years.
you
And you
can
know
repay
that the
shorter.
longer the loan, the more the interest you pay. So you can actually take a shorter repayment period. It depends on you. But maximum 3 years.
Okay, someone is asking that the space on the form that asks for details of existing loans make allowance for only one financial institution. What if we have loans from 2 financial institutions? How do we fill the form?
I think you should just write the one with the highest
Loan amount.
loan amount.
Someone is asking, can we take the loan to pay off existing loan? I believe so. Although
Don't
I
put
do
that
not
in
think
your
that
loan
if you put
purpose.
that
So,
as your loan purpose,
eh,
okay, if you put that as a loan purpose, it's unlikely that they will give you. But okay. If one has applied, form submitted online, acknowledged, but up to now, no response from them. Yes, this has actually taken some time. I believe that they are seeking approval. I'm actually going to be I'm going to be on a webinar where the MD of NIRSAL will be. We are going to ask him some of those questions so that we can actually answer those questions, that what should happen. Then they said we should pay 5,000 naira for tax. No, the 5,000 naira is for the structured business plan. If you want that, that's why we are recommending that if you need a loan 3 million and below, go to household. There's no need for business plan there. But if you apply for micro and you are very sure that you need more than 3 million naira, of course, you can do your own business plan and send it to the email. But they also give you the option to use their standardized business plan format where you will now pay 5,000 naira, depending on if it's a smaller loan. For the bigger loans, up to 25 million, is even 10,000 naira. So display again, Dio, the contacts. We will soon round up. So thank you very much for a very interactive session. If you have further questions, please use the contacts that Dio is going to display. The contact for EdFin is what I'm asking for, Dio. Put it up so you can email us at contact us at edfinmfb.com. You can phone the mobile phone number 0809 454 6334. For you to easily remember it, 6334 is the education system in Nigeria. So 0809 Niger 454-6334. So you can also send a WhatsApp message there or send a text and we would reply you. You can check us also on all our social media platforms, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter at edfinmfb.com. Just search for Edfin MFB and our website will come up. Okay, so I see the questions continue to pour in, but I think we have gone through
I've answered most of the
most
questions. The
of them.
people
Yes, we've
asking
answered
these
most of
questions
them.
should
Yes.
scroll and they will see that
You
those questions
scroll
have
up
been
and they
attended
will
to.
see, yes. So we are also going to post the video, as I said, on YouTube. We will send the link to YouTube on the WhatsApp platform. Please share widely so that other schools that were not able to join, because a lot of people have been complaining about network. We actually had over 571 registrations, but we see that less than only 200 actually signed up today. So I think a lot of people had network issues. With them, even for all people registered, we will post them the links to the video, which may take a day or two to come up so that they can go through it, pause, repeat. I see that some people said, go back and go through another question. When the video comes, you can rewind and pause as much as possible. So thank you very much, everyone. And if you have further questions, as I said, please send to the email. Dayo, over to you.
All right. Thank you very much. Now, for the guarantee, just type a letter requesting for Edfin guarantee to our email address. Contact us at edfinmab.com. In that letter, we are going to give you a sample form, a sample letter. We'll send it to the WhatsApp group that you can take and you fill to request for Edfin guarantee. Please do this as fast as possible. The letter of guarantee will get to you in maximum 1 week, because we also don't want to delay your loan application. But then we still need to do some check-ins and ensure that you fit the criteria to get the Edfin guarantee. Remember, we are going to be putting our reputation on the line, so we need to ensure that when you take the loan, you protect us, just as we are trying to protect your business and ensure you pay the loan as at when due. Also, it will be very difficult, rare actually, for you to see a bank that is giving you loan, helping you to take loan from another place. People don't do it because they are afraid that you will not pay their loan, you will pay only that one. But we are doing this because your progress is more paramount to us than anything else. So we are also using it to say, you have to state it in the letter that you will pay our loan as at when due. Because the truth is this, we will not tolerate you not paying our loan because we are helping your business. No, we will not be friends anymore and we will not smile, okay? So please, you need to ensure that your loan is paid as at when due. There are a lot of opportunities, and because you don't know when a door of opportunity will be open to you, that's why you have to pay your loan as at when due. Nobody knew there's going to be pandemic. Nobody knew there's going to be a need for you to take a COVID-19 loan. Nobody knew that Edfin will be able to guarantee you. But then some people pay their loan as at when due, and now they are eligible. So please ensure you respect your obligations, because you don't know. Edfin is all out to do a lot of things. We are not just to finance schools. We do a whole lot in Edfin. We open you up to a lot of free resources and things that can help you improve learning outcome in your schools. But then if you don't put yourself on our friend list, then we won't be friends, okay? So please, we understand the effort you're putting in. We just want to encourage you to do more so that we too can have the opportunity to also do more and see the growth of the education sector in Nigeria, starting with Lagos State, okay? Thank you very much for all our committed customers. We are really grateful. Edfin is here today because of you. Thank you very much. We really appreciate your continuous support, okay, and your outpour of love. I mean, if you open our WhatsApp group now, it's just thank you, Edfin, thank you, everything we are seeing everywhere there. So we really appreciate you, and we pray that God will continue to bless your business and He will teach your hands to profit in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you very much.
Amen.
In the
Thank you
absence of
very
any
much.
other
Sign off.
announcement, remember the YouTube, you go to the you go to our YouTube page, you get the video there and other videos, not just this anyway. And also the form that you're going to fill to get the Edfin guarantee, we will send it to the Edfin School Club, okay? The website link also will be sent to Edfin School Club so that when you click it, it takes you directly to the form. Then you fill the one you want, okay? So I think that's the to-do we are taking away from here. The to-do you are taking away from here is to wait for the form. For those who have already gotten what they need to do, fill the form that you're supposed to fill online while we get you the guarantee, okay? So any other question you have, please feel free, contact your relationship officer and ask questions on the Edfin School Club. So this is me saying bye-bye and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.